All right, Hannah. Do you believe in a God?
Yes. Or what is that God? The God of Christianity, the one true God, the God of Abraham, and the Father of Jesus, or Jesus Christ. But that is the God I believe in.
All right. Where do you get your moral standards from? Like, how do you decide what is right and wrong?
Well, ultimately, the Bible and the Ten Commandments really just give you a basis for any choice or decision you would have to make that might be controversial as far as your morality or your morals. So I would say the Ten Commandments or the teachings of Jesus too.
There's a lot of ethical issues going around nowadays. What do you think is one of the biggest ones that's going around our country, and how do you feel on it?
I think that abortion is it's a really controversial subject, and a lot of people will claim that, well, first of all, I don't think it's right in any sort of way, even if it's not in accordance with the Bible, even if I'm not looking at the Bible, it's still a human life, and you can't deny that. So, also, a lot of people will say, oh, the president is pro-abortion, and that, well, in an interview yesterday, we said, like, the president is, like, pro-abortion. They're like, no, not pro-abortion, pro-choice. But in being pro-choice, you're saying that abortion is okay, so you can't, so there's really no differentiation between that. It's just a different connotation on the way of which you're saying it, because by being pro-choice, you're allowing abortions to happen, and you can't deny that, even though you say that it's a part of the woman and it's their choice and you don't know the circumstances. You can't deny that it's a life, and we all know in society, even still, which may change, but that a life is a life, and to terminate that or to kill that is not okay.
How do you feel about gay marriage or gay rights?
I don't think it's right. According to the Bible, it's not, and it's sexual immorality for a man to be with a man or a woman to be with a woman, anything along those lines. But also, we should, as Christians, like, we do not agree with that, and I don't think that it should be made legal. That's not the way men and women were created. But in the way you approach it, it needs to be, I don't know, like I said in an interview yesterday, someone said that it was close to their heart, and it's all around us, and it may have been a less of a problem before because it wasn't accepted in society, but now that it's more accepted and that people feel judged according to, like, if their preference is male, I don't know, then they're gonna just put that out there as like, oh, you are not respectful of, like, my views, and like, yes, that's the case, but also we all struggle with sins, and we all struggle with things that are not with God, but it's dependent upon if you're living a life as a Christian, because God's the one who told us that that isn't right. And yes, if you're not a Christian, you could look at the, like, human beings, like, we're not created to be with the same sex, and that's just the way, like, human anatomy is, and it doesn't make sense. But if you're not a Christian, you can't, like, you might not see it the exact same way. So I don't know, that just adds another light to it, because as Christians, yes, like, it's wrong, but we also have to love everybody, and I'm not saying to accept that as right, but also you can't shove everyone away. You could try and just shut up, just stop. No,
say anything.
Yeah. Okay, whatever. I'm done.
Okay. Thank you, Hannah.